Appointment setting is this new buzzword. It's this new business model that everybody's pushing, even if they've never been one before. But how do you actually do the job? You see, everyone makes videos on how to get appointment setting clients and how the business model works and trying to sell you with their coaching program. But how do you actually perform the job so that you can make as much money as possible? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to be a really good appointment setter, whether that's on the phone or whether it's setting appointments over DM, so that you can make more commission. So guys, the first thing we need to do is differentiate. There are two kinds of appointment setting, and then even past that, there's a couple of different ways that they're used. So you have phone setters and you have DM setters. Phone is literally calling people. DM is in the inbox on Instagram or a Facebook group or something like that. Past that, you have a different sales process, right? For example, I have both kinds of setters, but I use my phone setters to actually call people in our CRM, call people in our software and be like, hey, we saw you check this out, or we saw you got this resource, or you went through this guide. I just want to see how that is for you. And then they set them on a call with a closer. Then you have my DM setter who just messages everybody on my Instagram, on my Twitter, and books those people on an appointment. So it's very important to know the difference, because if you're a DM setter, you're going to be using a little bit different of a skill compared to doing it on the phone. Regardless, both follow about the same process. And I'm going to go over that right now with you guys so that you can make as much money as possible once you actually get on a sales gig. Your first job, whether on the phone or DM as an appointment setter, is what we call qualifying. The whole purpose of a setter is to book someone on a call. But if you just book anyone on a call, you're wasting your sales team time and you're costing the company that you're working for money. So it's very important that you qualify people. And that's literally as simple as income. And what do you make? What do you currently have to invest? And get a ballpark of that. You're not directly going out and asking people, hey, John, do you have $10,000? Like, that's not how it works. But you say, hey, like, what do you do for a living right now? Oh, well, I'm unemployed. Then you can dig a little bit deeper, because if they're unemployed, they probably don't have a lot of money. But you want to set quality appointments, because when they close is when you get paid. And if you're just setting all these people from India or all these random people that opt into something that are not good quality leads for whatever offer you're selling, you're going to waste your time and you're going to waste your sales team time. The next step is digging into their current situation and their desired situation. So if you know anything about high ticket sales, we have this thing called the gap, right? Where are you right now? Where do you want to be? My offer is the thing that bridges that gap. Well, in appointment setting, we want to get the same kind of information. And you're not going to be selling anything on this call except for that next call. You're not going to sell an offer. You're not even going to talk about an offer. But you want to understand, okay, you're right here right now, John. You want to be here. Why? And that leads me to my next point, which is urgency. You want to figure out why they want to do something right now, opposed to why not wait and do this a month later? Because if you can ask that question and the prospect can say, hey, well, I really need to do this now, you can kind of tie them into that next call a lot better than if it wasn't urgent, or there was no lack of purpose, or there was no, I need to do this. It was kind of like this would be nice to do type of thing. So by asking the right questions and understanding, okay, you're here right now, you want to get here, and actually digging into that a little bit, you can then create urgency and then do the next step, which is setting that person on a call. And throughout this process, you should be doing what I love to call just simply like relating. So you're relating your offer without actually giving offer details, or you're relating the results you've gotten. So while I'm asking this process of like, you're right here right now and you want to be here, I can kind of sneak little things in like, oh, that's awesome, man. We've actually helped a ton of people in college as well. Or, oh, that's awesome. We've helped a ton of people in the same situation. And these subtle little, what I call relations, are going to make people feel like they're familiar and it's comfortable and you've been there and you've helped this kind of person before. And it's not something new. It's going to really take sales pressure off of them, because they're getting on this next call with an actual salesperson. So you don't want them to be all anxious for the call and feel like they're about to go get sold. You want this to be more of like a friendly thing, more of a, yeah, we've helped a ton of people with that. And these coaches, they're going to really give you a good game plan, that kind of thing, rather than, hey, how much money do you have? Okay, cool. Here's a sales call. That doesn't work. Also, you want to be foreshadowing the call and kind of getting them excited. So this is more for like B2C, like coaching offers and consulting and courses and things like that. This doesn't work as well for B2B, that's sophisticated. But when you're doing this B2C kind of stuff, you can get them excited for the call. So instead of framing this as, oh, you're getting on a sales call, frame it as you're getting on a coaching call, or you're getting on a call with a student success manager or one of our coaches or something like that, and get them excited. So our setters will literally talk to people and be like, hey man, we're going to book you on this call. Listen, they know a lot more than I do. My job's just to qualify you and kind of see if this is a good fit. But man, I'm telling you, these guys are amazing. They're doing exactly what we're going to teach you guys how to do. They make the money that we're telling you you're going to make, and it's going to be a really valuable call. And these people will show up for this first call and they'll be very excited, and it increases our show rate, which is my next point. Being a good appointment setter is getting people bought in to that next call. It doesn't matter if you can set them if they don't show up or if they're not qualified. There's a lot of little nuances that no one wants to tell you guys. So getting them to show up for that call is as simple as making sure, one, it's a good fit. Two, you're qualifying the person and you're knowing that they're a good fit for your offer. And then three, you're getting them bought into that call. I mean bought in emotionally, and I mean bought in mentally. So if you just force someone into booking a call, they're not going to show up. But if you get them excited on their own accord and you get them ready to go for that call, they're probably going to show up. A good setter will have about a 70-80% show up rate. If it's below that, you're kind of struggling. You're probably doing something wrong, or maybe your offer is bad. But you want to make sure that these people are quality and that they show up, because you get paid when that appointment closes, not just for booking that appointment. Sometimes people do a base pay, but your real big dog organizations, they're going to pay you when the deal closes. Another important note is this is not a sales call. A lot of rookie appointment setters that we train and people that I've seen will kind of treat this like a sales call, and they'll start talking about the offer. Like, oh yeah, man, we have this course and man, we got these features and they do this. Like, you never want to do that. Your whole goal is to focus on getting them on the next appointment. The closer's job is to sell them and actually close them. Okay. So if someone asks you the price, which is a common thing, like you're on a call with a setter, hey man, like I don't want to waste my time. Like, how much is this? Rookie setters will start to kind of defend or like justify or try to sell or say features or whatever. That's not what you want to do. You simply want to say, hey John, honestly, I'm not sure. My job is only to speak with you guys and make sure you're a good fit and that we can even help you. But that would be a really good question for one of our coaches when you get on that next call. Deflect it. It goes to the next call. Then they get on the call with the right expectation, and they're not hopping on with this like, oh, how much is it attitude, which is awful to have in sales. So remember, your job is to qualify, set properly, make sure they're actually going to show up to your meeting, create a gap and create a little bit of urgency for that next call, hype up the next call, and then hand off that appointment. Guys, it's as simple as if you're doing it over DMs, you send a calendar link, you say, hey, let me know when you're booked so I can confirm with our team, just so you know they actually booked. If you're doing it on the phone, you got your laptop in front of you, you say, hey man, what's a good time for you? How about tomorrow at 12 o'clock? Does that work? And you want to actually make sure it's a good time for them. You don't want to just book them on a calendar. And if it's a good fit, say awesome. So I'm going to send you an email right now. If you could, please confirm that you get that and mark yes on your calendar, and then we can go ahead and hop off this call and we'll see you on the next one. And you want to kind of hand that off smoothly. You don't want to just be like, okay, cool, you're set. Okay, I'm done, on to the next call. That's not how it works. So you got to make sure it's quality. You got to make sure they actually show up. And if you guys do everything in this video, you're going to make a lot more money as an appointment setter than anything else. And I'm telling you, this is the absolute easiest thing I've ever done in my life to make money. So God bless. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.